things first before we get into everything. If you are watching this on the YouTubes, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button and then also the bell so you get notified whenever new videos come on, okay? If you are not watching this on YouTube right now, then my suggestion would be to go search my first and last name on YouTube later. Click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. The only reason I don't say to follow me on Facebook, which isn't a bad idea, but the only reason I don't say to catch my videos on Facebook is because Facebook's notoriously awful at letting you know whenever people are live, okay? I was live in one of my groups this morning, and one of my people was like, I didn't even get a notification that you popped on. And I'm like, cheers. That's Facebook. So, let me go ahead and get rid of this. How is everybody doing this morning? For real. How is everybody doing? Let's go ahead and get into a chat. Title today is How to Show Up in a World of Uncertainty. Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about. It's a little bit of a spin-off of yesterday, but it's not going to be the same stuff, okay? Good morning, Carrie. And Nancy, good morning to you. Morning, Janet. James, good morning, Martha. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, sir. Jill, morning. Hope you are having an amazing day so far. Same to you, Jill. Regina, good morning, Martha. Good morning to you. Good morning, Emily and Diane and Jessie. Jessie said, hey, I'm here. Natalie, hey, pretty lady. Shucks. Jenny, tired this morning. Lack of sleep. I figured, well, I didn't. Mike did. Mike figured we probably just needed to go to bed last night, and so we did that. Rachel, good morning. Geraldine, good day. Amanda, good morning. Martha, doing great this morning. Not letting the crazy of the world affect me today. Get it, girl. Andrea, good morning. Man, I love you guys. I love you guys. All right. So how to show up in a world of uncertainty. Here's what I always do with any situation that is uncertain, okay? I look at both potential outcomes. If there's two, typically there's at least two potential outcomes and maybe more. I look at both potential outcomes and I think, okay, so what do I do if this happens? All right, game plan. And then what do I do if this other thing happens? Okay. All right. So now I know what I'm going to do regardless of what happens. And basically I get it out of my head and I get it onto paper. You guys know how much of a sucker I am for notebooks, right? So I write it on a notebook. Like, okay, if this happens, when in uncertainty, there's usually a couple options, right? All right, if this thing happens, I'm going to go ahead and write this out. This is going to be the course I'm going to take, right? Or the way that I'm going to go. And then if this other thing happens, here's the way that I'm going to go. And what you do, guys, is you just get it out of your head and you get it onto paper. Because here's the deal, is the human side of you is trying to figure things out. What I need is for the human side of me to get out of the way. And that's for myself. And I believe that I think we'd all be best if we did that, right? Let the human side of you exhaust itself onto paper, right? Get it all onto paper. Let it exhaust itself. Let it scream its fears. Let it scream its joys. Let it scream everything out onto some paper and then put it away. And then let the human side get out of the way and then let your faith move. Let the rest of you move, right? And that's the trick that I do. Anytime there's any sort of uncertainty at all about anything, I get all the human stuff out of my head and then I'm allowed to move in faith. Because I don't have that stuff that keeps trying to like make itself heard. So you guys, I can honestly say any way we slice it, I'm not getting political at all. I'm not gonna say who or what or anything, because honestly it makes no difference to me. because it makes no difference to my God, right? It doesn't make a difference. I saw a meme yesterday, not a meme, it feels weird, quote yesterday. Toby Mac posted it, and it said something like, it doesn't make a difference who's in office. Our God is still going to show up. It was much more eloquent than that. But sorry, I'm terrible at like reciting things that I just saw. But it was that idea, right? It doesn't make a difference, you guys. Things are happening that we don't know. We couldn't know all of these things. And we can't like sit around all day like what's going on and like just produce so much anxiety that we're not showing up for our family, that we're not showing up for our people and for our community. You guys, we have to be able to set that aside and just say like, okay, whatever happens, happens. That's not up to me, right? Out of my hands. I move forward. I'm going to be happy. I am going to love the people I come into contact with today. That's what I'm going to do, right? That is my suggestion. It's my prayer. It's my challenge. It's everything for you guys, okay? It's just to be able to get the human side out. Let it be heard, right? Let it be heard. There's nothing wrong with letting it be heard on paper. Maybe not on Facebook. You do you, right? I totally just nodded. You do you, but maybe not on Facebook, right? But let it be heard in a space where it can just exhaust itself, and then let it go. And then move on with your day. Okay, there were fears, and they were heard, and they were written down, and now they live over there. And then we move on with our day. Because that's really what it's all about, you guys. We're not supposed to live in fear. We're not supposed to. It disables us, okay? Win, lose, or draw, no matter what in the world happens today, or tomorrow, or next week, or next month, however long this takes, right? It doesn't even matter how long it takes because it just simply doesn't matter, okay? We are going to show up the way we're going to show up regardless. And that's what matters, okay, you guys? Tell me some stuff that you're talking about. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Let me see here. Brandy, good morning. Huffing oils, cleaning the house, and praying. There you go. Deborah, good morning. It's guacamole time. Woo, guacamole time. That sounds good. Juliet, good morning. Oh, man. Good morning. Amanda, I love you too. Aw, shucks. Carrie, took some deep breaths and got to work. There it is. Lorna, good morning. Jill, love this. Yes, great tip. I do the same. Get it out and release it. That's it. That's it. Don't try to like stifle it and make it not okay. Don't make your fear and your anxiety not okay. It's okay, but don't let it drive you. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be anxious, right? But don't let it drive your actions. And the way to not let it drive your actions is to get it out and get it somewhere else. Christina, yes. Haha, Christina, Jesus 2020. Amen to that. And that happens regardless. We already won. We already won. Jesus is still the king. Amen. Jennifer, no matter who is president, King Jesus is still on the throne. Amen. Natalie, yep, saw that quote from Toby Mac too. So comforting. Yes. Lorna, absolutely. Jesse, absolutely. Jenna, yes, amen. And no matter what happens, Jesus is still king and will show up to love and serve people. That's it. Carrie, got together with some other believers and prayed for the nation yesterday. That allowed me to move on. Isn't that great? Do that. You guys, if that's what you feel guided to do, if you're feeling the nudge to do that, right? Lorna, thank you. That's what I do. Awesome. Get it out on paper. Thank you for the confirmation. Oh my gosh, of course. Nicole, it was no matter what happens tonight, God's power is not limited to who's in the White House. I shared it on my page. Oh, good, Nicole. Yes, that's what it was. No matter what happens tonight, God's power is not limited to who's in the White House. Yes. I can't talk that fast, but if your entire existence revolves around who leads the United States, if the pitiful, I'm not sure what the rest of that is. Aaron, Win, join some mom groups and spread some love and peace. I love it. Natalie, rewatching Hunger Games to distract from the chaos on social media. There you go. I mean, I'll still be on social media because my goal is to show another side. My goal is always to this is just me. I'm not saying like this is what people should be doing. I'm just saying this is me. My goal is to always show a different perspective and to show up in stark contrast to what most of the world shows up as. And that's so today is kind of a big day for me to be able to do that. So I'll be on there, but I won't be swimming around in mucky muck. That's for sure. Jesse, God has us. We should not be afraid. Let the love of God fill up your heart. There will be no room for fear. There it is. James, getting my morning dose of Martha to start my day right. Yes, I love it. Carrie, be positive when all the rest of the world is feeling negative. Yes. Regina, blogging and getting ready to post about wholeness in our health. There you go. Nicole, doing an impromptu AFT in my group today. Release. Ooh, girl, get it. Joy, just focusing on my baby boy's second birthday party this weekend. Working on that today more than planned. Need something super happy to focus on. There it is. There it is. Jill, exactly. All your feelings are valid, but don't let it take over. Yes. Yes. Geraldine, have faith and everything will flow accordingly. There you go. Christy, saw a post this AM about Joseph and David going through hard times and being able to serve God bigger. Don't ever devalue struggle. Struggle is truly what creates us. If we don't have struggle, then it's like necessity is the mother of all invention, right? Struggle is the mother of all leaders. Oh, that one just hit me sideways. I almost started crying. Just that struggle is the mother of all leaders. So instead of looking at it like, woe is me and oh my gosh, what's going to happen and da-da-da-da-da, let's look at all of the light that's going to happen from it. And all of the glory that will be illuminated from it, right? It's all good. There's nothing for us to freak out about. It's just our little minds. It's our little humanness that's like, man, control. I need to know. I need to do this thing. This is my choice and da-da-da-da-da. I don't know, you guys. My choices have never been great. God's choices for me have been amazing. I rest securely in that. Rachel, I turned off the TV before election results came in. I feel a lot better today than yesterday. LOL. I'm Canadian. The world is watching. It certainly is. Toby, working out the stress. There you go. Karen, I need to hear you talk on this. Aw. Carrie, yes, the greatest leaders in the Bible went through tremendous struggles. Yes. Jill, chills. Struggle is the mother of all leaders. And there it is. Maybe that's all that needed to be said. I sat here. Ooh, man, why am I getting so I'm getting like waves of emotion right now. I sat here before doing this live, and I always pray before I do lives or before I talk at all, before I even start moving every day, right? But before this live, I just sat here with the light on and with the camera on and with the computer over here. It was literally like 2 minutes before the live. And I just said, I don't even know what I need to say today. And it was the make me a Moses prayer, right? It was the give me the words to say, allow whatever comes out of my face to be inspired by you. Allow whatever, whatever is said to land on somebody's heart to be able to affect them in a positive way today. And I feel like maybe that's why I got that wave of emotion whenever that sentence came out. Struggle is the mother of all leaders, because I feel like that's the thing that needed to be said. We're in positions of leadership right now that you may or man. That you may or may not realize, and you may or may not accept, and you may or may not feel worthy of. But it's being laid on us. My challenge to you is to think over that today. Where are you being called into leadership? Where are you being called to shine right now that maybe you're not answering the call, or you're feeling too scared, or you're feeling too meek, or you're feeling worthless? God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called, yeah? That's my challenge for you. That's my prayer for you today. We're being called. I love you guys. I'm going to pop out. Bye-bye.